Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Town of Cedar Lake, February 13, 2026, Board of Zoning Appeals. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
The 12th.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Keep shoving that chair in you.
And this is the 12th, John.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Here.
Mr. Jackson?
Present.
Mr. Burnham?
Present.
Mr. Swick?
Here.
Mr. Capora?
Present.
Mr. Austin?
Present.
Mr. Eldridge?
Present.
Mr. Kubiak?
Here.
Ms. Hayek is present.
All right, minutes from January 8, 2026. They were distributed. If there's no corrections, I will entertain a motion for approval.
I will make a motion to approve minutes as stated.
A motion by Mr. Burnham to approve.
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Swick?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Capora?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Old business. Sereno use variance. Owner petitioner Louis E. Sereno, 1927 Spruce Circle, Munster, Indiana, 46321. Vicinity of 12644 Wicker Avenue, Cedar Lake, Indiana. This variance is to allow the petitioner to store business vehicles on site, deferred from January 8, 2026 meeting. Good evening.
Good evening.
Name and address for the records, please.
Louis Serrano, 1927 Spruce Circle, Munster, Indiana.
Legals in order, Mr. Austin?
It appears they are.
Thank you. Just give us another quick synopsis of what you want to do there.
We want the use variance, I guess, to store our vehicles outside and inside of our property, which I believe I was here for that last time, so I think we just had discussed this, so I think this is old business also.
Okay, this was before the Plan Commission, and we went over everything. He's going to do some paving. A small section is going to be paved. He's going to have up to 20 spots to park vehicles in, and a couple of them will be used for material storage or equipment storage use for his business, and for only that. So if he had a boat there, it would be illegal. It'd be whatever he's using for his concrete business.
I believe the Plan Commission settled on 20 spaces.
20, yeah.
That included concrete form storage. If
Right.
there's 2 stacks of forms, that's a space. If there's a load of stone, that's a space.
Right.
So the 20 was just to kind of keep it, because it is a large area back there, so just to keep it inside the gate.
Right, and he's got vegetation back there that's going to stay, so he doesn't have to worry about fencing. Or there's a fence there, but he doesn't have to worry about, a 6-foot privacy or what have you.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the minutes of the Plan Commission meeting are very, very accurate as to the conditions imposed and agreed upon by the petitioner for this property. And Tim recited most of it, but you may want to consider when it's time for a motion, that those conditions in the Plan Commission minutes be followed or considered.
Would you have a seat for a minute, sir? Don't interview administrators for or against. Interview administrators for or against. Last call. Administration is closed. Please stand back up, sir. Do you have anything else, Tim?
No, I think, just for the people that weren't on the Plan Commission, I believe you're right, the vegetation on the south side lot was to stay for the screening to Wicker Meadows, the 20 spaces, and the drive entrance from 41 to the enclosed gate area. On the south side of there's some concrete, and then south of the concrete, there's just an area that needs to be repaved. Those were the conditions that
Plan commission,
But
yeah.
I'm pretty certain that was, there may have been something small, but that was the gist of it. And the 20 spaces again included the work vehicles, and then also if there was a pile of stone or a pile of concrete forms, those actually counted as part of the 20 spaces.
Correct.
So,
Okay. Does the board have any comments, questions? Okay, I will entertain a motion to, any motion for approval, you should cite the plan commission's, request or
Use variance.
approvals.
It's the use variance, John, so it's a certification to the council.
What do you want it to be?
This is a use variance
Yeah, so what-
recommendation to the council.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right.
Doesn't read that way, but.
So this will be a use variance to do, yea or nay to the town council and include, plan commission's comments and, approvals. So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for the use variance to allow the petitioner to store business vehicles on site as long as they follow the plan commission's meetings conditions.
Okay, a motion by, Mr. Swift to approve, send favorable to the town council. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Burnham. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Swick?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Capora?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Boderman Development variance. Owner petitioner, Marinas B. Boderman, 1821 East Rainbow Lane, Crete, Illinois, 60417, vicinity of 14216 Greenleaf Place, Cedar Lake, Indiana. This developmental variance is to allow the petitioner to change the building setbacks for proposed improvements, 66-foot front width, 5-foot side yard setbacks, 5-foot rear yard setback, and only one off-street parking. Deferred from the January 8th, 2026 meeting. Name and address for the, records, please.
Marinas B. Boderman, 1821 East Rainbow Lane, Crete, Illinois, 60417. Also the owner of the property.
Sure. Just state briefly what you want to do.
Yeah, we're looking to, there's an existing building there, and, it's in bad shape. We'd like to, take it down and, put up a new building there.
Same footprint and everything?
No, it'll be a different footprint.
The current setbacks are right on the property, like a foot
Give
off.
us your name and address too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jan Boderman, I'm the son.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then there's an error on here where it says the vicinity. And it's
Yeah,
got the wrong head.
Yeah,
Yeah, I corrected it when I read it. She told me about it.
yeah.
Thank you.
so if you guys look at, on the iPad, if you look at 2A, it'll show the survey proposed layout. And then if you scroll down, there's the first one is the new building. The second one is the existing building on the property, so, we worked with him to try to get him a garage that he needed on the building, and then also kind of even out the two. He had a 2-foot setback on the south side, he scooted that over to 5 foot. The front was out at the road there, he had what did you have on the front before?
2 foot. The existing setback is 2 feet.
Yeah, the existing setback off of the front of the road. See where it says 1-story frame, Greenleaf, 14216? So that's the current house that's there, so he scooted it back a little bit. Got his garage, the 400 square foot garage. We were trying to kind of get it on the piece of property the best it could in all directions and kind of make it, as good as it could be, I guess, so. That way he ended up with the 5 foot to the parcel 2 in the back for a rear yard, and 5 foot on the 2 side yards, and 5 foot on the front yard too, right? From the house instead of the 2 foot or the 1.2 foot.
So we gained some setback.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now where the gravel area, there's nothing, but that's gonna be his garage, so. I mean, it's a very small piece of property, but if you look at the property in its entirety, it goes all the way down to the lake on that. I don't remember how far it was, 295 feet back down to the, but it's skinnier on the back and just one of those oddball pieces of property, so. But he ended up having the 400 square foot garage, and you had a little bit less, well, how big did the building end up being? I don't remember, but it ended up being, the house size ended up being
Should be
minimum.
on the proposed survey.
Yeah.
Mr. Austin, are legals in order?
They are.
Thank you. We have a seat for a minute, let's see if there's any remonstrators. Do we have any remonstrators for or against? Any remonstrators for or against? Last call? Seeing none, demonstrations are closed. You can step back up. Do you have anything else to add, Tim?
No, I mean, we kept that garage back, stepped it back to the 10 foot, so there was at least one parking space in front of the garage. Yeah, I mean, that was the best we could the most space we can come up to kind of compromise on what he was trying to do and make it meet current.
So it's out with the old, in with the new.
Out with the old, in with the new. I guess my only recommendations are that the 5 foot side yards don't have any air conditioners or, obstructions in them, because there's a fence on, I mean, it's a tight, instead of the 8 foot, you still only got 5 foot side yards, so. That stuff would, just like normal situations, we like to keep those side yards clear just for emergency situations, so they're.
Board members have any, comments or questions?
I do. What's on the south side of this property? There, I see there's a 6 foot fence already, but what's on the other side of that?
So the 6 foot fence is new, that's, a property line with the neighbor, and that's the 2 foot to like 1 foot offset, so a little crooked. And right now it's like a chicken wire goes there.
But what's the property next to it? Is there a house there,
Ziggy Kill.
or? Okay. And then the back of this house, it looks like it almost equals the side of the other house next to it on the north side? Is that correct? Just a little offset? Okay, thank you.
That is,
Okay. Oh, okay, so there's gonna be no property complaints then, I guess.
I just have one more question, guys, like on your plat here, on your proposed picture, you have an 8 foot rear yard, and on the request it shows 5 foot rear yard.
yeah, it's just, we're asking for 5 foot, but it would probably be a little bit more as far as.
For the rear of the back behind the garage?
On the, west side?
Yes.
Yeah, that was, mistake, it was a revision when we had met with you guys, because we thought that it was gonna all have to be 8 feet, and it wasn't really fitting properly. So then we just decided to pull the house off the south property line and make everything 5 foot, rather than keep it where it's at, and it would still be at 2 foot.
So you're still gonna have a 10 foot front yard, possibly a 5 foot rear yard, against parcel 2.
Yeah, 5 foot front yard for the house, and then, garage,
10
foot
foot.
setback, 10 foot or more.
Okay, I remember we talked about something about the backyard, but I just wanted to make sure we were clear.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we took the recommended.
Any other questions or comments?
How come that garage has gotta be that big?
For a new home, the 400 feet is the minimum, so it's a little bit bigger than 400, what was it, 900? So,
So why is it 2 stories and, I see
Well,
it says unfinished second story on it.
Yeah, right
Does he need
now,
that?
Bigger garage.
That big of a garage, a two-story garage on that house?
Eventually, I probably want to put some living space above the garage. We just use it for storage now, but I'm looking at retiring, and I got 10 grandkids, and probably like a playroom.
Well, you know, I'm not in favor of building these giving up these property the side yards. You know, the properties, that wasn't designed for a house this big. You know, it's just, you know, it's just not big enough, the property, to build a house this big.
We had a bunch of attachments or documents before, we didn't bring them now, so I don't remember exactly, but, the footprint of the house isn't increasing that much, and we're basically just pulling it off of the property lines and then going up, and then adding a garage.
We're not saying the old house was built right either.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right, I think that was kind of, they started out with wanting to put the second story on the original house, and then he wanted to add the garage, and that's why we kind of escalated into trying to get it, you know, shifted off of that 2 foot and off the road a little bit, so. But, yeah, the garage is a little bit large, but he doesn't have any access to store anything past the backyard now, unless you come from the lake, so there's really, you can't, I mean, you guys have to explain why you want a larger garage, that's not, I mean, but he has to have at least 400, and they started out wanting to remodel and add to the existing with the 1.2 foot and on the road, and so that was kind of where they ended up, so.
Jerry, did they answer your question?
No.
Sorry, what could you?
Can you make this house smaller?
The house
I mean,
itself, the garage, we can make that smaller. We can bring that 10 foot from the back, or 8 foot is what you're asking.
I'm more worried about the back, I'm more worried about the two sides.
Well, right now.
You're at 5 foot on both sides.
Yeah, but right now.
If you could bring that garage in off that one side.
Okay, right now, the house is 3 foot off of the property line.
I'm not worried about the old house, you're tearing it down. I'm worried about the new one. I know the old one, I was up there, I looked at it, it's,
That's
you know,
why we're asking.
if it's 3, I don't even know if it's 3. It's not.
The Greenleaf?
No, off of the side yard, off
The
the
existing house.
off the south side,
Setback on the
yes,
side.
fence line. If that's 3 feet. But I'm more worried, cause that's going away, you're tearing it down. So I'm more worried about the new one and its footprint.
I mean, we can,
Plus not having access to that backside of that house.
we can go with 8 foot out
You
of
know,
the back.
we're talking safety now. That there's no, you know, 5 foot's not a lot to get to a back of a house. On either side. If it's one side, if they had access would be fine, but now you're limiting both sides.
I don't understand.
I mean, the back of that garage, we can make it 8 feet. And
The back, I'm worried
Your
the
back,
size.
your setback on your back is already 8 feet.
It's already 8 feet for this. It's already says 8 feet.
So the north and south end, you mean?
Yeah. So
So
they're 5 feet.
the north end is a easement to two other houses that we own, off of Greenleaf. So it's an access.
So you own these other 2 houses?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Why don't you tear down the other one and make, so you'd have enough room? If you wanna build a nice big home, I would tore down that other one, both of them. If you own them,
Financially, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense for us at the moment. I mean, maybe.
you see, if we, on the north side, we have the 5 foot, and then we have a 10 foot easement, access easement.
Yeah, so the 10-foot access easement is gravelled.
Yes.
Yes.
So you use that to get to your house. So not only do you have 5 feet on setback on the property line, you also have another 10 feet, which makes it 15 feet to drive from back to back. Your offset in your back from your garage is 8 feet, and then the other setback from the house is 5 from the garage, and then you have all in the back. You're taking the old house that had 0 setback, and you're adding 5. I mean, I personally, I don't want to dictate what the man needs to build. I mean, he's building a 25 by 36 garage, which is bigger than standard, but it's a 3-car garage, that's what a 3-car garage is.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just turning the other way.
we took the recommendations, we talked to the building department, they recommended 5 feet. I mean, for that garage, it's no problem.
And then if to park 2 vehicles, I don't know what you drive, but I know I can't fit in a 10-foot parking spot. I don't think a small little car can fit in a 10-foot, that's your setback to the, so you technically need a place to put 2 vehicles in, correct?
That's why he's asking for 1 off-street parking, because you only put 1 car in front of the garage.
Yeah, we imagine truck, I mean, everyone, my family has trucks. We don't have trucks, so,
I mean, that's why,
I mean, I would rather,
my wife.
I'd rather give you the garage space than the room to be up parking on the on the street. I mean, the street, that's already limited space down there to begin with, just like all the roads down there. I mean, at least if we give them a spot where you can put 2 vehicles in, which most likely that's what you own, correct? So you need to place you need to have somewhere to park these vehicles, correct? So you need a 2-car garage. Is that my understanding?
Yes, sir. Yeah, mine.
So wouldn't it be better to do, you know, if you had to lose something, lose the 1 off-street park? I mean, you have a 15-foot easement on the other side anyways.
and that's, I mean.
And you own that that back house is where you reside?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of just trying to figure out what these guys can do, that was kind of the thought process, was to get it off of that south property line and get it back off of the road, and then shifting it with what he was trying to build, it ended up 5 foot, you know, and it kind of centered it up on the lot, but.
My point is,
I
they
get
own,
it, right.
they own enough property to
Right.
put that house
And I
there
got to
if
the-
they take down the other one.
But they can still just
I
put
mean-
a second story on top of the existing.
No, I mean, take down both of those. Take down the one they're putting
Right,
down,
good,
also,
right.
and the other one behind it. If they own it all, why don't you make a nice property out of it? Instead of trying to stack these things on top of each other.
Financially, right now, we're doing 1 house, and then, you know, in the future, we're looking at improving the other house. So right now, the situation, you know, I'm looking to retire in a couple of years, and my wife and I would be the people there. For the occupants.
And there's mortgages on these houses, and, you know, the one that we're trying to fix up, there was a tenant in there for 25 years. Just moved out, there's another tenant in the middle one, and I just moved back, into, you know, the other, which used to be also, rent, so.
Looking at this property line on the house, I guess behind it on the side, the property line runs 2/3 through the stoop to the house to get in and out. How is that happening? That's already over the property line.
The front door's on the north end.
So there's nothing on the back?
It'd be like a walkout.
It's showing steps. Like a walkout is even on the Google Maps.
Oh, the old house.
Yeah, the old house.
Showing the
The
steps.
property line's going right through it and
On your
picture I'm
house.
looking at.
No, the middle house, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the south end, there's like wooden steps off back. The front door is on, the north end.
So were the steps built encroaching or was the house built
Oh,
encroaching?
the other house.
Yeah,
The steps were.
Yeah, that's been there. Steps were.
because if you go to sell that house, that can't happen because that's encroaching on another piece of property.
Right, that would have the.
So how much space is between there? Because it doesn't look like much to exit that house going to the property line.
I mean.
Oh, the
a lot.
existing house with the steps.
Right.
That's 2 foot off the property line.
Yeah. You can't open,
But we
you
will
can't
not.
even open up a door in 2
But
feet.
next, where that house is, I mean, the new house is not gonna go to that point where the, steps are.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you leave your property, those steps are on, if you build this new house and you sell that new house, that's on somebody new's property and vice versa. It's just, I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do something with that other house, but that's not what we're.
No, I understand that, but there's something wrong with that view. in the
So-
first place.
So I have this clear, the existing house, and then there's, you know, to the north of it, there's two other houses. Those two other houses are rental properties?
To the, west.
Yes, the two houses to the north.
Yeah, to the north, so where the garage is, so behind the garage, those two houses you guys don't live in, those are rental properties?
No, he lives in the one closest to the lake, the
Yeah.
lake property.
In the middle
And in
one's
the middle one-
a family friend of ours.
So the middle one's a rental.
Yes.
I just think it's all too close.
Well, between the proposed garage and the house that's already existing, according to this, what I'm reading, it says 17.3 feet plus another 8.
Yes.
So that's, what, we'll say 25 feet between the two houses? I don't know, man, there's houses that are being built, and they're a lot closer than 25 feet.
Well,
These
you got,
subdivisions, there ain't no 25 feet in between some of these houses. They're
Well,
lucky to be 20.
that's
So,
the,
I don't know. Plus
that's the
other
house and
side
the
that-
garage. The two houses are probably what, 7 feet apart?
No,
Yeah, at the corner. Look at the corner. You got the one-story frame house, and then look where the new pink lines are.
yeah.
You're talking 7 feet corner to corner. Not from the house to the garage, I'm talking house to
Oh, that's where the
house.
proposed, patio, that corner?
Patios.
Yeah, we're just trying to improve the property there.
So he's got about, 7 feet from the new proposed house to the one that's already there, that's used for rental.
Yes.
But the other part between, there's 25 feet there. And then do you on, what is that, Greenleaf? Do you own that, you own all the way to Greenleaf? Is there something in between that house? What is that? Is that another house? That's on the tip of the corner that I'm looking at? Yeah, you can show them, please. What is that? Sorry. What is that?
Where?
Right on the corner. This is the house you're gonna tear down. What is that?
Oh, that's, Ziggy has a trailer park.
Yeah.
And that's his property?
I mean, this whole problem is
He's
mine.
got a
What do you mean he has a trailer there?
Connex,
Like a trailer home?
no, like a Connex storage trailer.
There's a bus there, and there's the Connex, there's all that stuff.
Okay. And he owns, like, I would say he owns part of that all going all the way down to the lake?
He owns the whole, all the way to from the lake to the street, and half the house is on the street.
Yeah.
And that's why we put a fence up there.
In between those two?
They have 5 German Shepherds, and I just moved back with my wife. She was pregnant at the time she gave birth, but, you know, it's a lot going on over there, so that's why we asked to put the fence up.
And you guys, I assume he got the fence with a permit and you granted it, correct? It was not where he built his fence on his own, correct? Right? You guys pulled the permit for it? You got approval for it? Okay.
Any other comments?
I know what you're saying, Jerry, and I just want to explain kind of how this came along, but if they ask your opinion on how do you build a garage, attach a garage to that existing house, where would you go with that?
If I worked in the building department,
Just with your...
I would say, here's the rules.
Right, but just looking at it, but, I mean, if you wanted a garage, you got that space in your, there's really...
And that's,
If you built a 400 square foot garage, you're still gonna have, unless if you attach it to the house,
I'm saying, Tim,
right, you got so much space.
this house,
is
this
there.
property doesn't fit. you wouldn't be able to build a house on it, 'cause it's not big enough. That's my point. And that's been our problem. We've been allowing these houses on these small lots, and they don't fit.
But I guess the house that...
They buy more property, Tim. That's what they gotta do.
I agree with you, but the problem, the only problem with that there is the existing footprint is there, so he's entitled to redo that footprint.
If he's entitled to do that by the ordinance, redo it.
Yes.
But if he's building new, he's gotta go by the rules. The rules change when you build new. And that's why they're there. Not to build these big houses on these old cottage lots.
Sir,
I got you.
the house to the north, I mean, it's $1 million house, and they don't have the setbacks on that.
They're on a property line. That was the...
Well, I wasn't here when that happened.
Oh, we're trying to...
Okay, so I can't
Yes, sir.
answer that for you,
Yeah,
why that was passed. All I can do is what comes before me now.
Yeah, we're just...
You know, if that got passed, well, he came to the board, that board passed it. But we've had this problem for years. We put these houses on these lots, they don't fit. They're not big enough.
So
You had probably 3 houses on a lot that should have been for 1. But back in the day, that's what they did with these cottages. 'Cause there was no rules back in the day. So,
So you would like to see 8-foot side yard on, what is that, south side?
either side, so they have access to that back.
Both sides 8 foot,
Yeah,
and then you're okay with, if the house fits in there?
yeah, if they fit with the regular side yard setbacks.
Can you do that? Give us 8 foot on the north side and 8 foot on the south?
You could do 8 foot on the north, but the south side, I mean, width of the house would be just too small.
That's my point. That's my point right there. The lot is not big enough.
But that's why...
And that's, and I feel sorry for these people, 'cause they keep buying these lots thinking they can build on them, when they need to buy 3 or 4 lots to build on.
We didn't buy the lot, years ago thinking we were gonna build on it. We bought it because we wanted, the lake access, and now we're
Right.
just trying to improve it.
Right. But there are different ways, I'm sorry, he's gonna have to build a smaller house.
What's the size of the house that you're gonna tear down? This
Uh,
is an 1,800 square foot, 2-story, correct? What's sitting there
It's
now?
over 1,100 square feet.
And is it a ranch?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's 22 foot wide, where it's got,
So it's 1,100 square foot ranch.
We're
You're
not-
building an 1,800 square foot resident, so you can take because it's a 2-story, I'm assuming, it looks like you're taking the footprint, and it's gonna be on top of it, so your garage, what you're covering is probably around, let's just round up, say 1,000 square feet.
The footprint existing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the
it's
house,
over that.
not your garage, just the house. So the house you're actually building something smaller than what's there, other than your garage.
Yeah, I mean...
So if you took your 1,100 square foot ranch, put another on top of a 2-story, you're at 2,200 square feet, correct? That's the math. And then you just attach your garage to it, and then have your offsets, you'd probably be able to fit exactly what you want. I personally would rather you see tear down that house that's there, build up something, give yourself easements all the way around, but you can't go, Eric Burnham, I'm not gonna ask you to go from a 23-foot width down and then add it, subtract another, well, would be another 3 foot, so now you're down to 20, and then the house is even smaller, it wouldn't fit. So I think personally, it's better to tear down what you tear down and build it, and if you had to shrink the garage, you already have a 36 by 25 garage, it looks like, if I'm reading it right.
Yeah, if that's what is gonna...
You knock your 5, you go to a 20, but then I guess they want cars parked on the road, which I don't think is a good idea. I think you should have a place for 2 cars. But I'm one vote out of 5.
And so the access easement, we're the only people that use that. And then the road.
I agree.
Ziggy, that road is supposed to go through his property, but it doesn't, it stops. So he has his own.
Well, I can't control
No, no, I
Mr.
mean,
Ziggy or what he
he's the
has
only
over
person
there.
that
I just simply was asking what was there, I don't know.
Yes, I was trying to, this, the part.
John, I don't have any other questions, John, I don't wanna take up any more of your time.
Do you think you, would need some more time to maybe think about this and try to revamp this so it fits into what we're, talking here, or do you want us to put it to a vote tonight?
So originally, we just wanted to improve the house, add a second story, and put a garage, and then the garage is what brought this all about. And again, we talked to Ziggy, was not like the easiest person to live next to, and he was happy with this new plan, because we're coming off his property line, we're coming off of the road. I don't really know what else to say. I would say, go to the motion.
Yeah, we could do 8 foot on the back side of the garage.
But then when you get to the side going back to the lake, you got 5 foot, cause
Yeah.
it's a lot jog, so, like if you made it 3 foot skinnier on the south, then you need to make it 3 foot skinnier on the north, and then you need to make the garage smaller, you're like, I tried doing the same thing you're asking, Jerry, but then if you see where that jog is,
It wouldn't fit.
it's 5, everywhere was 5, but
And
if
Tim,
you tried making 8, you went 3, 3, 3, 3, that's.
And that, Tim, that's my point.
Yeah, it's tough.
It doesn't fit on this property. That's my whole point.
So you're saying all we can do is improve the existing footprint?
No, I'm saying if you can somehow get that side yards to what they're supposed to be,
You can't build a house with an 8 foot side yard on that parcel. I mean, we can keep it at 3 and just.
and that's my point. That's my point. The lot is not big enough.
But, sir, the houses that are on the other sides are 50, it meets your standards, and they're new houses, they're not going anywhere. And a lot of these variances, I see there's new construction houses that are going up, they're asking to impede on some of these roads. We're just trying to fix what's there. And livable, there's mortgages on the houses, we can't go to the bank and say, everyone tear this house down, and still pay.
Well, then I guess we send it to a vote, see if it passes.
Any other questions or discussion?
No, unless it's up to you guys if you wanna postpone it and come back next month with a different side yard layout, but it's up to you. Cause what happens, if it gets voted down, they have to wait a year, right?
We do.
To bring this back around again?
If they make substantial changes, yeah.
I can't do an 8 foot side yard to the south.
I think it's worth you guys looking at it for 1 month delay. I would look at it before you start all over, because then you're done, you're waiting a year. If I may make a suggestion.
All right.
You take a look at it, and then come
So
back.
if that's what you wanna do, you would have
But that's
to
up to
ask for a deferral tonight until next month. And you guys can go back and try to figure out what can be done to meet what, the board members up here are saying. So if that's what you wanna do, then ask for a deferral, otherwise I'll put it to a vote.
I'll do it.
Deferral?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have petitioner's requesting a deferral. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve the deferral.
Motion to approve deferral by Mr. Burnham. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Swick?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Kapur?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Okay, so next month meeting, and next month, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're only gonna have 3 members. So all 3 of us would have to, say yes to, having approval. But if you have, consult with Tim if you have to, or whoever, and try to figure out what you wanna do here, or what'll work for you and for us. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Number 3, M&L Ventures Developmental Variance. This was, a deferral to next month was requested on this.
Do you motion for,
I need a motion to defer, yes.
I'll make a motion to defer L Adventures.
Motion to,
Next month's meeting.
sorry. Motion to defer, till next month, by Mr. Burnham, seconded.
Second?
Second by Mr. Riley. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Swick?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Kapura?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Okay. New business, Diamond Peak Developmental Variance, Diamond Peak Home, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307. Petitioner, Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307, vicinity of 13785 King Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana. This developmental variance is to allow the petitioner to increase the lot coverage from 25 to 30%. Legals in order?
They are.
Thank you. Petitioner, name and address for records, please.
Good evening, my name is Michael Herbers with Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive in Crown Point.
Tell us what you want to do here, please.
I'm here this evening seeking a developmental variance to allow for 30% lot coverage versus the standard 25%. We currently have a proposed home on this lot. It's a story and a half, so those typically have a larger main floor with a smaller upstairs to account for a main floor master bedroom. And along with this home, we are proposing a third car garage as well, just to account for an extra car or extra storage to keep parking off the street, out of the driveway, just to keep the neighborhood looking cleaner. So I do have a home similar to the one we proposed, if you guys care to see it. Figured I'd bring a little picture just to show what we're proposing there.
I have a seat for a minute. I'll see if there's any remonstrators. Do we have any remonstrators for or against? Any remonstrators for or against? Last call. Demonstrations are closed. Please stand back up. Building Department.
Nothing.
Is this one of those covered porches again, deal?
It's just a type, it doesn't have a covered porch, does it?
No, sir. Well, it's got a front,
Three-car garage.
Front porch.
it has a front porch, which is,
Three-car garage and the larger bottom floor footprint, but.
Yeah, but the porch is an add-on. The
No,
porch
it's just-
was basically the way the house was
correct, yes, sir.
to be built.
But the covered front porch comp says.
So, exactly, but that would have been figured in. What brings us up the extra 5% is the three-car garage, correct?
Correct, yes.
Are there any other coverages like that? And this is Beacon Point West?
Yes, sir.
These are there's been several of the McFarland ones, I think there was 4. And I think they have like 4 more coming into the next months, but there's probably 4 that have been approved in Beacon, in that same area.
This would be our first one, second one,
The
I
next
think.
ones are down
Down for, well,
King
those
Street, down
McFarland homes, correct, okay.
I understand all that. That's why in the future, I think the Plan Commission's gonna insist upon larger lots, because this continuation of bumping it up another 5%, and the answer isn't changing the ordinance, the answer is changing the lot size. So, Plan Commissioners. Board members have any comments, questions?
I would have liked to seen that house and the footprint on that lot before I make a decision. all we got was what we're requesting is 30%. And I didn't have anything to
Yeah,
go
I don't
by.
have any, all I got is the,
Usually we get the footprint on the lot with, the design of the house.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we haven't gone for permit, we haven't gone down the road too far, with, I guess moving forward with this project, so we wanna make sure that we had the ordinance or the, variance in place first.
one of the
I
questions
apologize.
Jerry would be, is probably thinking, if I can, pick his mind, what happens to the side yards? Do they decrease, or how do you
No.
gain another?
No, we're still staying within the building footprint, within the lot line, within the, building setback lines. So we're not asking to reduce side yard setbacks, front yard setbacks,
The
rear yard
sides are what,
setbacks.
8 foot?
I believe Beacon Point is 8 and 8, yes, sir.
Okay, and the back is, so
Back is-
where are you picking up the extra 5%? Where's that yard, ground coming from?
It's all within the building envelope of the lot, it's just over 25%. He's in all setbacks, no problem. If you measured the setback box on that lot, it's probably 40%, 45%, 40% if you went with the 30-foot backyard, 30-foot front yard, 8-foot side yards, and they drove that box. You just gotta build your house inside that box, which is way larger than 25%.
But, let me make this decision.
Yeah, no, I was asking him a question.
Next time, bring in the visuals.
Understood.
That's why Jerry's asking, because we can't see where
Right.
the footprint is and the
I was
impact
just trying
is.
to explain, everything else is inside of the.
Yeah,
everything we
I'm
talked
sure it
about,
is,
minimal
but-
requirements.
He used his Xerox machine to make copies of the house, but he didn't use it to bring us the blueprint or the
Lot,
site plan.
yeah.
Lot. Any other questions or comments? If not, it's time for a board decision.
So you do not want to vote without that document?
No, I'm good with it, I pretty much know what the size yards are, I mean, what the lots and that are over there. We did approve some over there in the past. Tim's looked at it, he explained it to where the site,
I was
the side yards
asking the
and
board
what have you are not changing. It's still gonna maintain at least what the ordinance says. So, no, I don't need to see it, but just, the word to the wise in the future, we would prefer that. No, we wouldn't prefer, we would demand it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for a development variance to be allowed for the petitioner to increase the lot coverage from 25% to 30% to the findings of the facts.
Motion to approve by, Mr. Burnham, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Swick?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Kapuro?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Public comment. Do we have any public comment? Second call, public comment. Last call. Public comment is closed, and we are adjourned. Thank you all.